Okay, today we are doing page 143 and 144. This is finding least common denominators. And we have a chart to fill out. They already did the top portion. And we'll go ahead and get started on that second part where it has two fractions for us. It has 1 over 2, and then it has 1 over 6. And what they're asking us when they say what are the multiples, we're looking at our bottom number, our 2 and our 6. And with those, we're trying to figure out what are the multiples of 2 and 6. Well, for 2, our multiples, and we're going to go ahead and write it down next to the half. It's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We'll stop there. And it goes on, it continues. And then for 6, it has 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. We'll stop there, dot, dot, dot. I'll throw in our commas that I didn't get in there already. Now, what they're asking us to do next, in the next box here, is our common multiples. What are our common multiples for the 2 and the 6?
6, 12, 18, 24, 30.
30. Those are our common multiples. And there would be more, so I'll do dot, dot, dot.
Mr. Fitt.
And then, let's see, our LCM, our lowest common multiple, is what?
6.
6. So in the LCM box, you need to put 6. And then the next box, LCD, lowest common denominator, is going to be the same thing. It's going to be 6 as well.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yep. All right. Next one has 3 and 9. You can go use kindergarten.
Okay.
1/3 and 1 over 9. Okay, slowly give me the multiples for the 3. What are they?
3,
Okay,
6,
3, 6,
9,
9,
12,
12,
15,
15,
18.
and we'll stop there at 18. Dot, 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 because it continues. And then give me the multiples for 9 slowly here.
9, 18, 27, 36, 45.
45. Okay. All right, now we need to figure out what our common multiples are.
9, 18, 27, 36, 45.
And those are our common multiples for 3 and 9, and it keeps going. And now we need to figure out our next box of our LCM. Let's draw an arrow. Let's put it over here where I have more room. What is our LCM going to be?
9.
Yeah, 9 is the lowest one right there, so 9. And then our LCD is also 9. That's our lowest common denominator. All right. The next one, they give us 3 here. It's going to be 1/4, 1/6, and 1/8. All right, what are our multiples for the 4?
4, 8, 12,
Uh-huh.
16, 20, 24.
Okay, we'll stop there. 16, 20, 24. And then we do dot, 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 saying that it still goes on. What are our multiples for 6?
6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36.
That's good. Okay, 18, 24, 30, 36, and we'll stop there. Dot, dot, dot. I'll put in my commas to separate. And then for 8, we get 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, ... commas in. So now we're looking at all three of these and figuring out what is our common multiples.
24, 48, and 72, sir.
72. Because those are the ones that are common, that are in all three. And then the lowest of the common, of course, is the 24. So the 24 is our LCM, and the 24 is also our LCD. It'll be both. Okay, next one. It's saying find the least common denominator and make equivalent fractions. So we have 1 over 6, and then we have 1 over 4. And it's asking us to kind of do that whole chart that we just did, but do it in our head. What does 6 and 4 both go into? What do they both go into?
12.
12. And so we know that it'll be a 12 as our denominator for both of these in making equivalent fractions. And then we got to figure out, well, 6 times what will equal 12? 6 times what will equal 12? Do you know? Do you know 6 times
2?
2. If we do times 2 there, we need to do times 2 here too. 1 times 2 is 2. Down here, 4 times what?
3.
Equals 12. 4 times 3. If we do times 3 here, we have to do times 3 here, and it'll be 3. The LCD, for the blank below it where it says LCD, the lowest common denominator, is our denominator that we came up with, and that is 12. 12. Okay, next one. We have 1/3, and then we have 1/2. And we're trying to figure out what our lowest common denominator. What is the lowest number that 3 and 2 both go into?
6, sir.
6. So we're going to have a 6 as our denominators, and down below where it says LCD, go ahead and write 6 there in that blank. Let's also finish this. 2 times what equals 6, Caden?
3.
3. So if we do a times 3 right here, we need to do a times 3 above it. And that will give us 3. 3 times what equals 6 here?
2.
2. So if we do a times 2 here, we're going to do a times 2 here. That gives us 2. All right.
It's only me now.
Okay. Next one. We got 1/4. Went to the bathroom at kindergarten. Brother did. Okay, 1/4 and 1/3. And we're trying to figure out what is the lowest number that both 4 and 3 go into.
12, sir.
12 is the lowest number that both 4 and 3 go into. So at the bottom on our LCD, we need to write 12. All right, 4 times what equals 12? Let's see.
3, sir.
4 times 3. So, if we do a times 3 here, we need to do a times 3 here as well. 1 times 3 is 3. I look down here, 3 times 4 is going to give me 12. So I'm going to do a times 4 here. 1 times 4 is 4. 2/5 and 1/2. What is the lowest common denominators for 2/5 and 1/2?
10.
Thank you. 10. So I know that both of these will be 10 here, 10 here. 5 times what is going to equal 10?
2, sir.
Good. 5 times 2. So if we do a 5 times 2 here, we got to do times 2 here. We do times 2 here, we've got to do times 2 here. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times what equals 10?
5, sir.
Very good. 2 times 5. We do times 5 there. We got to do times 5 here. And we get 5 over 10 there.
This is so hard doing it alone.
All right. Okay, now the next ones, same thing is happening, but they're giving us 3 problems. 1 over 3, 1 over 4, and 1 over 6. Okay, what is our LCD going to be?
12, sir.
Thank you. So that means we're going to put a 12 here, a 12 here, and a 12 here. And for each one, we got to figure out 3 times what, and we got to figure out 4 times what, and we got to figure out 6 times what. And as we do that, we'll be able to then know what's going to be the top numbers as we figure out what each one is. 3 times 4 is 12, so we need to do 1 times 4. That'll give us 4. 4 times 3 is 12, so we need to do it times 3 over here. 3. 6 times 2 is 12, so we need to do a 1 times 2. 2. All right, I'm going to drop down to 3a. In 3a, we have 3 over 4. And it's asking us to fill in what should be above the 32. Now, we got to ask ourselves, 4 times what will be 32? Now, 4 times 8 is 32. So if we do this times 8, we have to do this times 8. Whatever we do on the bottom, we've got to do on the top. That will give us 24. That is our answer there. Correct. All right, next one, B. 6 over 9. And then we have a 27 here. Well, 9 times 3 is going to be 27. So we do times 3 here. And what do we get?
18.
18. Very good. Next one, we have 4 over 5. And we have a 20 here. 5 times what equals 20?
4.
Yep, 5 times 4. So if we do a times 4 there, we got to do a times 4 here. 4 times 4 is 16. And that is correct. 2 over 3 equals what over 15? 3 times what is 15?
5, sir.
So we need to do 2 times 5 up here. That gives us 10. All right, I'm going to drop down to 4a now. Now we're being asked to make it smaller. 12 over 15. And we've got to think of what is the greatest common factor, our GCF. This is going back to what we were working on before. What is the greatest number that goes into both 12 and 15? Well, 3 goes into both. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And your answer is going to be 4/5. Next one, we have 7 over 21. And our GCF, the greatest common factor, greatest number that goes in both 7 and 21 is going to be 7. How many times does 7 go into 7?
Once.
1 time. And how many times does 7 go into 21?
3.
So we get 1 over 3. All right. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. It says write P for proper and write I if it's improper. Remember, the way to tell if it's proper is if the bigger number is on the bottom. So the first one, 4 over 5. Bigger number is on the bottom, so that is, write a P, proper. The next one is 5 over 5. And so you go ahead and Now, when it's the same number over itself, it's improper. Improper. What does 5 over 5 equal? It equals 1. All right, the next one, we've got 11 over 9. So the bigger number is on top. That is improper as well. The next one, 6 over 7. Smaller number on top. That is proper. Next one, 1/3. Smaller number on top. That is proper. Next one, 12 over 6. Bigger number on top, so that is improper. Next one, 3 over 2. Bigger number on top, so that is improper. Next one, 2 over 7. Bigger number on top. Nope, smaller number on top. So now we're talking proper. Next one, 13 over 13. Remember we had this earlier when we have 5 over 5. When you have the number over itself, it is improper. Let's go back. I want to do a couple that I did not do with you. It says in number 7 to solve these and to do the steps mentally. 7a, it's asking us 2 years equals how many months? 2 years equals how many months? Well, let's do it with our 1, 2, 3. We're going from years to months. Remember, when we go bigger to smaller, years is bigger than months. Bigger to smaller, we multiply. How many months are in a year? 12. And now we take our 1 and 2 steps when we do 2 times 12. 2 times 12. That gives us 24. So our answer is going to be 24 months. All right. Yeah, you guys, you can do the rest on your own. Go ahead and have a great, wonderful, lovely, beautiful rest of your day. You guys are so smart.